What up, y'all? You know who it is, your boy Kiss. Right now, you checking out the 3-point conversion.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? It's your man, Mr. Controversy. Did you miss me? We are back inside the 3-point conversion sports lounge. Of course, I got my guy to my right, my guy Mace. What up, dog?
Man, happy Wednesday, my brother. What's good? What's good?
Hey, man. Hey, man, I'm excited, man, about Saturday. Yeah, we got a big game Saturday, dog.
Woo!
Yeah, dog. So I'm excited, man.
Oh, that's right. We got NFL on Saturday. That's right. NFL on Saturday.
It's a huge game.
That's
Huge,
right.
bro. So I'm excited about that. But other than that, man, everything cool, man. You know, still um going to physical therapy, man.
It's a
Yeah, man.
process. It's a process. It's a process.
It worked me up bad today, man. I was hurting afterwards, man. But you know, like you said, it's a process. We good.
Trust
We
trust
good.
the process, as they always say. Trust the process.
Yeah. What about you, man? How you doing?
And it's Wednesday. I'm ready to get this week over with. Get to the other side. Let's get these holidays over with. Let's get into 2026. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
Uh,
go.
yeah, I'm with you, dog. I'm with you, man. But yeah, man, another day in sports, man. Of course, there's a lot to talk to. Always news. One thing I love about sports is it's really never a dull moment. You
It's
know what
the
I'm
gift
saying?
that keeps on giving.
Always, bro.
Yeah.
And I think some people don't really think about that. They just think about the fact that it's like they think it's given that this is what happens. But if you're not a sports fan, unless you're into drama, that's when you got social media. But sports control everything, dog. Sports is everything. You got drama, you got uh, comedy. It's serious. It can be fun. Teach life lessons, like everything, dog. You want in life is sports. So yeah, man, I'm cool with that. I'm glad. But anyway, man, we got a good show, man, lined up, and we got a lot of drama going on, man, and we're gonna talk about it, man. We got to talk about those Kansas City Chiefs, dog. It was so sad to see what happened to Mahomes, man. Um, mm, yeah, and and it. I don't want to say it's fitting. I don't mean it's fitting like that's what happened, but I'm just saying though how everything happened. Didn't it sound like somebody was writing a book? Like we talk about drama. Like somebody's watching a movie, dog, and it's what happened in the movie. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like not a perfect ending, but if you're writing a book to a end, it was like that was the ending that you would see in a movie. You know what I'm saying? It was horrible, but we also, man, we got to talk college basketball. We got Deshaun Tate coming on, so I'm very excited about that.
The homie.
A homie. Also, we got to talk about the Jake Paul fight, Anthony Joshua. That's interesting to me. Um, what up, Jacob? You hear that? What up, Vince? What up? But yeah, we gotta talk about that. Also, man, basketball, man. We got to talk about. Trey might be coming back tonight. I don't know if he's gonna play tonight, but I know he's questionable.
Yeah, he's down for his G League assignment.
Yeah, yep. So we all be ready to see that. See what happens, how that plays. So we're gonna talk about that.
Welcome back, Trey. Welcome back.
Welcome
If he's
Trey.
back, welcome back.
Definitely miss you, man. We definitely we got to. But then, man, we got quick hits. Stop it. So let your family and friends know they can listen to the show live on the 3-Point Conversion Facebook page, also on the 3-Point Conversion YouTube channel. We are live. And yo, it is time to get to our quick hits. Let's get it. And we're gonna try not to spend too long on these, but we might have to talk about some of it. But either or. What up, TJ? What up? What up? First off, man, Cameron Ward came out and said that he wants to be involved in the hiring of the coaching process. He said he's going to be here for that time when as a coach is going to be here for a long time, so he wants to be involved. I'm not going to lie. I'll just get out the way. I understand what he's saying. I do, but
Stop it.
Bro, you just been there one. Dog, you ain't been there a whole year yet. Dog. Calm down. I get it though, and it's smart to be like that because you want to be involved. He wants somebody to work with him that he'll get along. I get that.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe should they do that? But
Yeah.
I think they should say, yeah, we want somebody who should, be that she's going to be comfortable with, and vice versa. But you don't get to say I want to be involved. Come on, dog.
I have a problem with it because I mean he's gonna be there the
Go
next
ahead.
4 years. He's gonna be there the next 4 years. I mean, and he's losing. Like, and he wants the next guy to come in, at least have a plan, have a vision for what they want to do, move forward. He wants somebody that's had the same kind of philosophy that he does. So now I ain't mad at him. I'm glad he said it. I'm glad he said it because I mean,
I'm glad he
finally get a story. We finally got a story from Cam Ward. He the number 1 overall pick, and nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it.
I understand he feels that way. I'm just saying, in the past, only people that's allowed to say that is your franchise player who's been there, who's went through. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. I'm not mad at him for wanting to do that.
Yeah, they suck. He is a franchise player. They suck.
Yeah, they probably asked him. I ain't gonna get on him for that. They probably asked him a question, and is what he said. So I know that. So I chill. But when I first heard it, I was like, oh, you only been at 8 days, man. Chill. You know what I'm saying? But I get it though.
They suck. They suck.
Yeah.
So I'm glad he said it. Say it some more, Cam Ward. Say it some more. We got a Cam Ward story. I'm glad to see it.
Moving on. The Miami Dolphins bench Tua Tagovailoa. I can't even say his name now. We're gonna say Tua Tagovailoa. They're benching him for Ewers. Your boy Mike came out and said, Mike McDaniels was like, yo, we got to let him go. Everything's on the table and everything. So we're looking to maybe let him go. I mean, bench him. And of course, Matthew Judon's the homie. Shout out to the homie. He got let go today. Whatever. I'm pretty sure he'll get picked up. So they're making a lot of changes in Miami. I got to stop it from this, but I'll tell you later. But anyway, your thoughts on this?
The dude, y'all owe the dude $90 million. So I mean, like, you stuck with him. Ain't no need to bench him now. I mean, there's no need to bench him now at all. So I mean, whatever Mike McDaniel and that front office going through, who's gonna trade for Tua? Nobody. You're stuck with him. This is why everybody was upset when you gave him the contract you gave him, because it's like you're married to Tua. Tua and Mike McDaniel, they fit like a glove.
Right.
So I mean, good luck with trying to find somebody who wants to take a undersized, weak arm quarterback who can't stay healthy at that price. Good luck,
Right.
Miami. Good luck, Miami. Good luck.
I think I think what McDaniels is trying to do is he's trying to show that look, this ain't on me. Let me make this move right now. And you know how coaches always, because I always say, if a coach don't want to be fired, you got to make a move. You got to fire somebody to show that, hey, I'm into this. This is just not me. You got to put the blame with someone else. This has always been, but it's too late for that, dog. It don't make sense. Like you said, the season over with. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Um, right, Jacob. But I don't. Which one you talking about though? Tua, or are you talking about what up, cousin? You talking about
Uh,
Mike Daniel? But anyway, either or, it's whatever, dog. Whatever. And then last but not least, Jake's favorite subject. The Jake Paul favorite subject, I should say, Jacob Christener. The Jake Paul Anthony Joshua fight. I think it's this Friday. My thing is, I know it's like y'all like whatever. I'm kind of like that too. I'm just glad this Joker is finally fighting somebody that's worth mentioning. At least you know what I'm saying. First, he fought a 61-year-old ex-fighter. He done fought football players. He done fought small basketball player. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So just the fact that he's finally going to fight someone that he can actually get knocked down. You know what I'm saying? Unless Josh was taking a fall, for a dive. We hope not. But other than that, and it doesn't look like an exhibition match. But I'm gonna tell you what's weird though, Mace. Why, when the fight that was scheduled with Tank, and that was supposed to be in like October. Then you say, no, wait, first we're gonna move to Miami or Florida to fight from Atlanta. Then, all right, I'm not fighting Tank anymore. I'm gonna fight Joshua, and it's gonna be 3 months, 2 months later. Something just seemed fishy about that, dog.
Well, yeah, but this is where we are in boxing at. And as a guy who once upon a time loved boxing, I mean, all this is a joke. I don't support any of this. Uh, it's crazy that once upon a time we really revered fighters. Like you had to. I mean, fighters are like some of the best athletes in the world, and for these exhibitions and these guys who think they can just sign up and buy like Ocho box. Nate
Right.
Robinson got his ass knocked out.
Yeah.
Boxing. Like the fact that people playing with boxing, I don't like it because everybody just can't put those gloves on. Everybody can't just jump in the ring, but that's what we're doing. I don't support none of it. Awful, just awful.
No, I agree.
But shout out to everybody who's gonna pay for that. I'll be watching college football playoffs on Friday, so yeah, I'm good.
Right. I'm surprised no one spoke about it either. Like any of the boxers,
Yeah, because they know it's goofy. They like, man, look what they doing to our sport.
Yeah, I'm with you, cuz like screw all of it. Yeah, I'm with you, man. Just
Yeah, they made the sweet science. Like I'm over it.
and speaking of that, Bud retired.
Yeah,
Yes, uh, I still think his resume. I think him being like I've been saying today, when you can say the only guy two, or the only man two, or the only boxer two, that puts you up over
yeah.
whoever else can't say that. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people love Floyd, but they're both undefeated. Floyd's biggest thing was he's undefeated. Yeah, he fought some great names, but I don't think they were in their prime when he fought them. Most of them weren't. But he fought
Money
them.
May,
Yeah.
Money May.
But I think with Bud, you know, I think he fought them when they were on top. But then not only that, just the fact that again he's the only boxer too. When you have that, I put you up. You know what I'm saying? And so you're looking at Muhammad Ali's and and great. So not saying Floyd's not a great, but I'm just saying I got him above Floyd. But we'll see. No, I think he good, man. I think he good. Cuz said you think he coming back. I think he good.
Who, Floyd?
No.
Oh, Bud.
But I don't think he coming back.
Yeah, they all do. They all do.
But it's got to be something enticing. I don't know what would be enticing.
Yeah,
to come back right now.
They all come back. They all come back.
Yeah, they all do.
They all come back.
But he ain't got 1,000 kids either.
Yeah, and that too. That too. That boy Ralph always having them issues with the internet. And you better start listening to Beyonce music, dog.
Who?
Beyonce music, man. If you talk bad about Beyonce, your internet stuff like that happen to you.
Stupid. I don't know what's going on about the StreamYard.
Man, you gotta have some Beyonce in your playlist, dog. The Beyonce internet.
Yeah,
she see your playlist.
Yeah, she know when I'm acting up. You ain't lying. All right, it's time to get to this. And I wraps up quick hits, but let's get to this hot topic, man. What is going on, man? It's the end of an era. The Kansas City Chiefs, they won't make the playoffs. Like I just mentioned earlier, it was like, wow. It seemed like a storybook to way everything unfolded Sunday. Mahomes get injured, tear something. They trying to come back. He does that. Then the next play, Minshew come in, try to throw it to Kelsey and get intercepted. Like it was just like you couldn't probably write a more potent ending. You know what I'm saying? Like how that happened. My question to you, Mace, is the dynasty, is that the end of a dynasty, or will they take a year and maybe two off and then prolong it?
Well, it's just time to retool it. I've been saying this. I've been saying this all year. It's done. They're done.
Mm-hmm.
This is a tired football team. 9 straight division titles. 7 straight AFC Championship games. 3 straight Super Bowls. These guys have been playing deep into February every year. The last 3-4 years. They need a break. And you hate to see what happened to Mahomes, but even from the start of the season, Pacheco couldn't stay healthy. They really can't run the football. They were without Rashee Rice. First 6 weeks of the season. They're not getting any consistency from Xavier Worthy. Hollywood Brown hadn't been good. I mean, Pat Mahomes has been the leading rusher. So you almost expected something like this to happen. You hate that it happened. But, I mean, if anybody deserves some downtime, it's Pat Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs. Like, I think it was ridiculous to hear people in Kansas City and, around the country, like, fire Andy Reid. Like, huh? Like, that's ridiculous. But we've seen these type things happen to teams who make these long runs. They need a reset. They need a reset. I hate that, Pat probably going to be all 2026. But, I mean, life goes on. But they definitely need to reset the franchise.
It's so funny. This joker is saying that he's trying to come back game 1. And
yeah, that's fun. That's fun to say that that's PR 101. He's not going. He just had surgery yesterday. It's 8 months. It's 8 months low end.
Yeah, only person that can do something like that. Only 2 people I know can come back, and that's T.O. and AP. Other than that, you can't.
And they freaks. They freaks of nature.
Because when AP came back and ran for 2,000 yards, like what the
freak of nature, dog.
Right, but yeah. So, and then the fact that, like you said, they need to retool they need to get. I think they need to start working on maybe getting players that's gonna fit now, like really fit. Because I felt like it was more of a scramble. They felt like, all right, like I love Rasheed Rice. Rasheed Rice is the beast. Keep him. But I
Yeah.
think everybody else is one of them things like all we need is somebody fast, and we just implement them in the offense, and it's gonna work. But it's not working like that.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be a Tyreek. Tyreek is special, on and off the court, but and for different reasons. But either or, he's a special guy on the field. I mean, not court, but field. Special guy on the field,
Yeah.
and
He helps
you
with the population. He really helps with the population.
you you can't replace that just with speed. It ain't gonna work. It's not, and that's what they've been trying to do is get by with that. And I think now is the time to really say, all right, like a Cameron Ward, now we need Mahomes to be involved in who we pick up. What players should we pick up? What players are fit the scheme, or what scheme do we have? Is the scheme working anymore? Have it, some one thing about the NFL, dog, everything catches up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even the St. Louis Rams, the offense that we thought when that offense first came out, dog, that was like, what in the world is this? Nobody's ever gonna stop this. And after 2 years, it slowed down. So that's the NFL. So I think they need to go ahead and retool, but
Yeah.
not retooling the fact of let's just place people in like they try to do. No, we need to get some people who's really going to work.
Yeah.
Kelsey's not Kelsey anymore, so you need to find,
Done.
you know, maybe instead of a tight end, you get a wide receiver that can just knows how to get open. You know what I'm saying?
His fiance too rich. Like, man, Kelsey ain't got no worries out here. He not hungry no more. He not hungry. Not hungry.
He's not hungry.
His wife, his future wife, make his salary in one show, 2 shows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. And cuz I'm gonna get onto that because I was gonna be one in the questions, but I'm gonna get onto it now. Great point, cuz. Do you think it's a wrap for Andy? Because like I said, it seems like all of a sudden it's like Kelsey might retire. We don't know yet.
Yeah.
Why would he come back? Let's say if Mahomes doesn't come back in time, why would he come back and play in the season?
I don't think Andy wired like that. I think Andy is the type of guy who's like, he hears all that. And he like, I'm gonna show them that I can win it in another way. Because as long as he got Mahomes, I think he like, yeah. Take a mulligan next year, but Pat will be back 2027. We'll move some pieces around, and then let's see if we can make this let's make this run. But I mean, listen, life's so great for Andy. I mean, this is probably like the first year you just kind of start looking. It had that end of Philadelphia feel. This season kind of had you just like yeah. But the signs were there. I mean, I've been reading their obituary for like the last 8-9 weeks. I've been telling everybody, man, this team is done. Like, don't bet against Mahomes. Why not? Are y'all not watching what's going on out here? Look at man, Travis. This is what was so crazy about that game. Derwin James and Travis Kelce have ran that route and defended that route a million times. Now, if Mahomes was in the game, Mahomes probably don't make that throw.
Right.
Because he know Derwin James. But Minshew was like, man, I'm going to Travis Kelce. Mine was made up. Derwin James like, thank you.
Right.
And the whole defense. I love how they just went to the Kansas City stands and start waving by like, y'all reign is over. Bye.
Yeah. Right. Oh, tell cuz we praying for. Look, what about this though? Okay, going back to Andy Reid.
Keep telling that boy, man, let's stop. That's what Beyonce. Listen, before I do anything internet related, I played 4 or 5 Beyonce songs in a row because this is her internet.
Did I
And
say
we just
something?
gonna
Did I say something? I ain't say nothing bad that time in the internet. I don't know.
man, you better put some Beyonce in your play. You ain't got no Beyonce in your playlist, dog.
Maybe I got to get some,
You
dog.
need about 4 Beyonce. Y'all, you need like 4 Beyonce songs.
Maybe, but no, I was gonna say. Here's the thing. With Andy, you mentioned he'll take a mulligan, but if you think about it, through the years, even in Philly, especially in Philly, Andy played different quarterbacks when McNabb was hurt or when McNabb left, and they always were successful.
Yeah.
Paul,
Yeah.
what's the guy to do the Philly special?
Oh,
When he first got there.
the one that won the Super Bowl.
Foles. But I'm saying when Nick Foles' first time there, I
Nick
think
Foles.
then it was somebody who else was there? It was another quarterback that was there, and he played well, But Andy's played well with different quarterbacks,
Yeah.
so they still can be. I can see them still winning like 10 games and surprising some folks, 9 to 10. I don't know about making a play, but because he's done it, we've said, "Man, who's this dude? Who's quarterback?" And his system has always worked.
Yeah. The difference with this though, his time was up in Philly. The Philly fans, the city, they were done with Andy. They too many NFC championship appearances. Then they go to the Super Bowl and McNabb and whatever that was. They were just they were sick of Andy Reid. He has a lot of grace. He has a lot of pelts on the wall in Kansas City. There, even though you had a couple of crazy fans like, man, it's time to fire Andy Reid. For the most part, the city love Andy. Like Andy will walk away in Kansas City when he wants to. It'll be on his own merit.
Right. No, I can agree with that. But I'm not saying no. I'm just saying I think that's why he'll be good. He'll stay. I think they will win 9 to 10 games next year because he knows how to plug in quarterbacks. That's one thing he does do well. So we'll see him respond to that. But I just think that like I said, it's going to take a while. It's going to take a season. Another question, kind of connected to Kansas City Chiefs. A dynasty, when does a dynasty end? So if they take a 2-year hiatus and they win 2 more, is that still considered the same dynasty?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I think so. As long as Andy Reid is at the helm and Pat Mahomes on the center, yeah, I think you consider it the same dynasty. Now, if they change quarterbacks and then they start winning in another way, I think that's kind of a shift in the dynasty. But as long as Mahomes and Andy Reid together, I think the dynasty lives on.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Like I said, especially with them two, we all know that's how it is in the NFL. You think of coaches and quarterbacks when they stay together, it works. Montana and Walsh, even though they only won 1, but they went to 2. Favre and Holmgren.
Yeah.
They didn't win them, but Elway had it with 2 coaches, Elway and your boy Dan Reeves.
Yeah, they don't count them though, because they ain't win. They don't count those.
Yeah, but they went to 3 though. Yeah, they went.
Did, but
yeah, I guess they're successful.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You got to win because don't nobody be talking about Jim Kelly and Mark Levy. Ain't nobody say, man, what a dynamic duo they were. Nah, ain't nobody say. They know how to get there.
They know how to get there.
They know how to get there.
They do. But all right, man. It's time to bring in man. Let
me put my Carolina hat on. Cause ceiling is always the roof, baby.
It's time to talk basketball because we all know his lines is the rap. But anyway, it's time to talk my guy from Michigan, the one and only.
Should be a Carolina fan. Should be a Carolina fan. How you like hoops and you're not a Carolina fan?
we going to see him this weekend. You going?
No, I'm watching football. No, I got me and my daughter. She got some plan for me. I don't know what we doing, but yeah, yeah. Glaze will be no. You know what? Glaze. He's supposed to make his first appearance this weekend, but
What?
I don't know if the doctor gonna let him. I don't know if the doctor gonna let him.
That's gonna be funny. We gonna see. But let me bring in my guy, Deshaun Tate. What up, Tate?
This is terrible, man. This is terrible.
Tell him why it's terrible.
First of all, for the person that says talking to trash about the Lions and ain't even beat the Lions, that's number one. That's A. That's
That was you, dog. We got together since then. As you see.
That's A. Right.
As you see.
Now, even more so, the fact that your boy over there, he ain't even got to go to Carolina. Carolina came to him. Oh, well, you know, my daughter, Breslin will be 3 on Sunday, having a birthday party for her on Saturday, same day as the game. No excuses. My daughter made plans for dad too. Plans got to wait. The ball is bouncing. You got to teach them when they're young, man.
Well, first of all, the University of North Carolina got all my money. Lord have mercy.
And Michigan, no, they ain't the only ones that would have got all your money. Michigan State would have got all their money if I would have been speaking to you over the course of the last week, 2 weeks. It ain't no if it's 2 in a row. I just want to let you know that, Maceo. 2 in a row don't make it a fluke. Last year and this year.
Woo! Look, man, it's getting too heated, man. Let's go ahead and let's put some ice on this, dog. Let me.
Ceiling is still the roof. Ceiling is still the roof.
All right, so let me ask you, man. We talking about the same state, but a different team in Michigan and even Arizona. Right now, they've been so impressive this year. What's been so impressive about these two? And then the second question is, if these two faced off right now, who would you take?
What's been impressive about Arizona is the fact that, let's just be real about it, right? Like, there's a notion or a narrative around West Coast basketball, and that is that they're not as physical, they're not as athletic, like they're not as aggressive type of play, and that they're more finesse. That's what we know West Coast hoopers to kind of be. It looked like they're trying to change that narrative a little bit. If not nothing else, then within the first, what is it now? Probably 15 games, if that. So fine, cool. But they've played the schedule. They've played UCLA. They've played Connecticut at Connecticut, who's a top 5 ranked team. They played the defending national champs in Florida. They've played that Alabama, who looks like they might be the best team in the SEC, by the way. So that's been impressive. Michigan has been, I think they're probably, I would say 40, right? But I think that they are on average of beating their opponents by probably about certainly over 25 every single game, with the exception of a couple games that most people aren't going to act like they remember. However, but the scheduling hasn't been nearly as good. Doesn't matter. I don't care if you beating people that's rolling around in wheelchairs by 30, 40 points is 30, 40 points, no matter how you
no way about it. No way around it.
You gotta respect both sides. You gotta respect both sides. If they was to play today, I would take Arizona. If they were to play in March, I would take Michigan. They've clearly separated themselves as the 2 best teams. I don't know about clearly, but they've definitely separated themselves as, the probably the 2 best, almost as inarguable as it can be. However, I'm gonna say this last little part because I know we got to move forward. When you start talking about teams that maybe haven't beaten teams by 30, 40 points on average and has played a pretty good schedule themselves, similar to Arizona, that is that Duke team. They beat Texas and Charlotte. They beat Kansas and North Carolina, a banged up Kansas team without the best player. They beat Arkansas in Chicago. They beat that defending national champ Florida. They beat Michigan State at Michigan State. They got Texas Tech coming up this weekend. And they're a ranked team. They're very much in the conversation.
Mm.
Well, as a Tar Heel dad, alum dad, whatever you want to call it, tell me what the difference is between last year and this year. Because Hubert Davis, he's smiling more. He's getting a little more camera time this year. What's been the difference?
Probably the obvious, which is, the elephant in the room that he wanted to adjust during the offseason, which was to get more size in the front court. Caleb Wilson is, I know we talk a lot about a lot of other freshmen, and he's definitely still in that conversation among some of the best. Like, if you take one or two freshmen out of the conversation for June's draft, he's probably going to be number one draft pick. And I don't think that that those other guys are necessarily better than he is, to be honest with you. But they got bigger in the front court, so they added more size. We've always known North Carolina to be a rebounding team, especially amongst the best. From an offensive rebounding standpoint, they kind of got away from that a little bit. You don't have Elliot Cadeau, who's now, ironically and coincidentally enough, the starting point guard for Michigan. Don't have him on that team anymore. He can't shoot a jump shot. It's like he can't even throw a rock in the ocean from the boat. But they don't have that concern, at this point in time. So I think it's just really been about, and also just getting older. Every team that's getting older is just going to be better. Just an extra year of experience for any and everybody is always a good thing.
Agreed.
Yeah. I always wondered that too, but I was wondering what was going on in North Carolina. But like you said, you see him smiling more and everything. So that's
about time, because I was looking for Macio's all this that he doing right there. Take your shirt off, wave it around your head like a helicopter and all that. I ain't been seeing that the last couple of years. I mean, you think about it for a quick second. I think this is what Raphael is kind of alluding to, is that, they didn't open it the year that they went to the Final Four and met up with Kansas in the championship game. I think we was there, Raphael, in 2022. Yeah. That year they didn't look particularly good. They looked like they was likely going to miss the NCAA tournament. They played
team.
Right. For Coach K's last game on his home floor. They ended up going on a run in the conference tournament. And then out of nowhere, they just happened to have put it together. The next year, they don't make the NCAA tournament. Last year, they looked like they were very likely going to miss, and everybody was calling for Hubert Davis's job. So this year, they definitely have improved. But they got to make a very Carolina-like run this year.
Oh, yeah.
Feel overly confident about, the trajectory in which the upward trajectory in which it looks like they're currently going.
So another blue blood with two more blue bloods in Kansas and Kentucky, they started at the top of the rankings, top 25 rankings, and now I think Kansas is out of it, right? And Kentucky's out of it. Kansas is ranked.
Correct.
And I think Kansas is 24, I believe. But either or, why? What has happened with these teams? I know it's preseason, they pre-ranked you, but still, it's. I think in college basketball, it makes more sense. The pre-ranking makes more sense. It's not just the name of the college or school versus how it is in college football. So they saw something. But why do you think they regressed?
I think for a team like Kansas, it's pretty simple. They lost Darren Peterson, I know we could talk about all these great freshmen. If you haven't watched Darren Peterson play, I remember seeing them against North Carolina at Chapel Hill. There's a reason why Maceo just reacted that way. I can count how many games, or I can count how many shots went up and actually hit the rim. And it ain't because of air balls.
Right.
Just going strictly through the net. He's serious. If you need a guard, I don't think there's he's been hurt though. He's played limited time this year, and he's been hurt with a hamstring injury and amongst some other things. He's been sitting out, but he's definitely must-watch TV. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Tyrese Maxey. a little bit if you're looking for a comparison. So that's been part of the reason behind Kansas. I'm really a believer that probably after this year or sometime relatively soon, not that I know more than anybody, but just what I think, especially after you hire Jacques Vaughn onto your staff, I think that Bill Self is probably going to be, stepping down at some point. As far as Kentucky, Coach Pope, I thought really had something good that was going last year. I think me and you, Raphael, went to go check out the Champions Classic here in Atlanta. They took down Cooper Flag and Duke. They was looking like a team that I really believe was not just a contender, but a possible front runner for a national championship. And then it just didn't go as well. They also, you give them a little bit of grace because they played in the toughest conference in the country at the time, being the SEC. But you got to be able to sustain that when you are these teams like Duke, Carolina, Kentucky, Kansas, some of these other, they don't do nothing but hang up national championship banners. All those other ones, they put those ones away. They leave those ones rolled up in the closet somewhere. So they got so many that they hang, man. It just looked like bed sheets hanging from the ceiling. And so when you're not living up to those expectations, let alone exceeding them, it's just not a good look. The one little bit of grace that I will give them, similar to Kansas, they've been without one of their better players, who is actually one of the top ranked players in the country by the name of Jaden Quaintance, who on all accounts I would imagine will someday be a first round NBA draft pick. Looks like he's coming back and he's going to be playing this weekend. So I do like to think if you don't see a totally different looking Kentucky team, you'll see one that's a little bit more recognizable for sure.
Now, Deshaun, we know about the usual suspects with these freshmen, Boozer, Wilson. We know these guys. Give everybody a freshman that's balling that people aren't talking about.
I'll probably have to go with Michael Brown, which I think that there are some people talking about from Louisville. Dude is serious. He's pretty serious. I like him a lot. Just trying to figure out his numbers, and we can kind of get into that a little bit later, or whatever the case may be. But Michael Brown is really good. Koa Pete from Arizona. I think he caught a lot of headlines and a lot of attention from people when he dropped, I think, like 30 and had some ridiculous numbers and rebounds and assists and steals and stuff like that in that game too against Florida. I think that was the very first game of the season then. I'll be honest with you. It almost feels like there's almost too many to name to a degree. Yep. I'll give you one more. Nate Ament, which I know a lot of people are probably familiar with him, a freshman over at Tennessee. Get a chance to check him out. I'm sure if you haven't, between both of y'all, kind of remind me of Zachary Risachet just a little bit. And then I'll give you one last name, one that probably a lot might just end up taking a lot of people by surprise. He hasn't played as well lately, but still is really good. International kid named Nico and you can already tell that I'm already struggling with it already. Abdulas, he's a Greek kid. He's probably about 6'9", true freshman, big point guard. Like, he's within that realm. So you're going to see so many. I mean, there's going to be some freshmen that in any other class, they would be considered a top 3 pick, and they probably won't even make it into the lottery if they announce themselves in the draft. So it's really that good of a freshman class that's probably, if not the best in history. Like, this one I really feel like is really up there with that 2008 Michael Beasley and Kevin Love and Derrick Rose and Russell Westbrook, like all of the, I don't know if he was a freshman at that time, but you get my drift. Like, one of the best that we've seen.
Yeah, this is good. I'm glad, because now we can finally get a NBA draft where we're not just looking at 2 people and it's like, it's been a while since we've done that, whatever. And Deshaun, I think a piece of corn from 1993 flew out your mouth when you try to say dude's last name. international guy.
Yeah, seriously. Try standing 3 times fast, you know.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. But appreciate you, man. We would definitely be be there Saturday, and like I said, we'll have you back. Probably we
Man,
got
put that away, man. I'm disappointed in you, bro. Put that away, man. Yeah, my boy ain't even going to the game, diehard fan, all this. When I first met Maceo Rappi, all I heard was North Carolina this, North Carolina that, this and that. And then I had a little bit of faith in my boy because it was Fool's Gold the last time that the CBS Sports Classic was here. He was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me, you,
Yeah.
Glaze, him, we was all
Yeah.
there. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I keep telling these boys, and it was electric. You got
Oh
St.
my God, it
John's, you got
was.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
At that time, you
Yeah.
had UCLA, but now overtaken by St. John's. We had Kentucky,
It was a
Ohio
wild
State.
time.
Like you got blue bloods in the building,
Yeah.
and I thought my boys weren't gonna disappoint me like this, man.
Well,
Maceo,
you
man.
know, so unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunately. So the youngin, the baby girl, she got straight A's.
Okay,
So
okay,
we
different
so
ball game.
so we had a bet. I just knew she wasn't gonna get straight A's. I
Yeah.
just knew it. But this is the competitor in her, and yeah, she tricked me. Like so, they upon further review, they really hustled your boy. They hustled me.
They
So
hustled.
yeah, so
I'm gonna use that excuse when Michigan State come to town. Let's see how well. Let's see how that goes over when Raphael
don't
like,
bet with
yo,
your children. Don't
Michigan
bet with your
State.
children.
Raphael gonna say, yo, Michigan State came to Atlanta again. DT, how you enjoy it, man? Well, you know, I couldn't make it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't bet with your children, because one thing that we can't tell our children no.
Yeah,
And that's crazy.
yeah.
Because they
I
don't pay no
can.
bills.
You,
They
you
don't pay
might
no bills.
you might not be able to. I can.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you this one last thing because I know we gotta wrap. We gotta go. She's so funny. She's all in the popsicles and this and that, want all this stuff, juice and all that. So she wants some. I said, you gotta eat your food first. So she said, she gets smart. She say, Dad, go green. Go white, baby girl, but that ain't gonna get you that popsicle till you get done eating it. I see what they try and do, man. They smart, man.
Wait,
They
wait,
smart,
wait.
man. Congratulations to your. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
Congratulations to your daughter, man.
Wait
That's you
till
straight
your
up
daughter
stupid.
get 12. We're gonna revisit this conversation. Wait till she get 12, and
Hey,
then wait till she get 14.
She already 12 and 14.
And then wait till she say, Daddy, it's this little boy.
No. All right, it's nice knowing y'all, man. Appreciate you for having me on. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. I appreciate you, man. At Tate's Take Hoops, man. Follow on the Twitter anywhere you find your favorite. Tate's Take Hoops. TATESTAKEOPS. Where basketball lives.
Get ready, but that takes hoops. Yeah, but hey, Deshaun, appreciate you for coming on, man. See you Saturday. Yeah, we got next week gonna have you on, man. Discuss what we saw and everything else, man. That's funny.
Love, blessings, prosperity. Keep going, bro. Thank you.
Oh my God. Yeah. They know. They nobody's ever ready for that.
No, ain't nobody ready for that. Ain't nobody ready for that.
I'm glad this is my second time around, because the first time around, I was a mess. I was a whole mess.
Too.
Like, what is we doing? We don't like little boys. Like, what are we doing? Huh? Boyfriend.
Yep.
Lip gloss.
Dances and all that. And
Get out of here.
Dates. And I told that dude, I said, hey, man. His mama was taking him, driving him around, but in front of his mama, we was in the house. And we was waiting. How y'all doing? Sit down, whatever. Waited like 30 seconds. Hey, man, let me holler at you outside.
Yeah.
She already knew what it was. So whatever. I got eyes on you no matter what, dog. Trust me.
Yeah.
I know. I see everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. At the end, after I told him, I said, we ain't got to talk about keeping your hands to yourself and all that, right? No, sir, no. I said, okay. So that's what I thought. I said, because I ain't want to say what I do. And then nervous, and I hit him on the head back. Hey, man, have a good time. Soon as I came in, his mama just looked at me and smiled like, "That's right. You let him know." Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was the one I think. Did I like him? No, I ain't like him. Oh yeah, cuz got 5 daughters, so yep. Cuz
Oh
yeah.
man. Cause I got two girls. So like I say, the oldest, I mean, it was trial by, trial by fire. Stuff that used to be funny wasn't funny no more because you got a daughter. And then my
Mhm.
mama jinxed me. My mama like, boy, you ain't have a number of girls. I was like, gone with all that. And yeah, so
I'll
but
just say this.
whatever.
That line when Kanye said, what did he say? I can't say that on here. But I can say the second half when he said, and he's talking about basically he's talking about karma. Then you hope your daughter don't grow breasts too soon. Like I understand that. You know what I'm saying? You just yeah. Anyway, let's stick with this basketball, man. Hey, they used to say that. They said that. I was told that if you had girls, I mean, you ain't hit. All right. Anyway, basketball, NBA.
Now what they really meant to say was you was a terrible teenager if you got daughters. Like
That
teach you
daughter.
a lesson. It's teaching you a lesson. Like,
Yep. Yep.
why?
Yep. But Trey, did Trey come back? I guess we could see right now. Do you know if Trey is back?
Well, he's supposed to. He's assigned for the G League, so he's gonna play a couple of games in the G League before he
Well, they were
comes back
saying
up.
he went to Charlotte.
Did he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that game tonight? No, tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Tomorrow. Yeah. So
Tomorrow,
we'll know tomorrow. Yeah.
game tomorrow. So he's going to Charlotte. So they said he might play. It's game time decision. Um. So if so if he comes back, we talked about last week whose game should change, but now how will it work? Or can it work?
It can definitely work. It can definitely work. Because they need his 20 and 11 on the floor. A couple of the games that we've dropped, the games that we have dropped, basically because we didn't have that consistent scoring. A lot
Right.
of a lot of seesaw. But you can just write in his 20 and 10 without
Right.
a doubt. You know you're gonna get those points. And when we lose these games by 5, lose these games by 7, those are the games that he makes a difference.
Yeah.
Now the only thing I do hope is that, especially since he's come back, he's been watching, he's been back with the team, he sees, well, you know what? Them about 3 crazy shots I take, maybe I need to stop doing that because, like, I throw everybody out of rhythm by doing that. So hopefully that's one of the biggest things he learned while sitting out. But we will see.
Yeah.
We will see.
Also, I hope he sees now because it's players that start playing better once he left. But now he sees, okay, this is where they like this. This is where he can shoot. Okay, yeah, he can shoot right there. He's good on the move or whatever. So now hopefully that point guard instinct didn't go to sleep while he was watching games from the house or at the bench, or on the bench. I mean, so hopefully he sees all of that and he could implement that. But then too, let Jalen cook. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, hey, all right, go ahead. I can see you, Jalen. Go ahead. You
Yeah.
know, because it was working now, and now you, like you said, you got somebody who get their own shot whenever he needs it, or get a better shot. And then the fact that the team is playing with more confidence. I
Right.
think that's the biggest thing out of everything. The Hawks are playing with more confidence, So it's not just because Trey's not there, but they're playing with more confidence. So now when Trey is there, now they might make that shot.
Right.
And Onyeka making that shot, even though Onyeka be killing me, man, trying to shoot these threes. Like
Youngster think he a guard, man. He think he a guard.
he made a couple of threes, calm down. You know what I'm saying?
My
But anyway.
dog think he a guard with it.
But hey, the Knicks won the NBA Cup, and Congrats to the Knicks, but they came out and said, "Hey, we not hanging the banner up."
Right. Right.
Um, I'm like I'm like the young kids, cap. You know, I call that cap because, or y'all should because it ain't what banners have y'all had? Y'all ain't had no banners.
I'm gonna continue to say this though because nobody. It was so funny. I asked like 12 different people yesterday. Like, y'all watching the cup? What cup? The NBA Cup. They playing for the championship? Who playing? I'm like, but
But
this is how bad the NBA didn't promote this thing.
I was about to say they didn't promote it out. Now, look, the bad thing is yesterday I went like, oh, let me watch this. I'm like, oh, I guess it ain't on. I forgot. Nah, it's on Prime and
It's
all
on
that.
Prime, yeah.
I'm looking for them. Oh, I guess they ain't playing today. Like, oh, I start watching the Diddy thing, the Diddy stuff that what's the name made.
Shout
Boy,
out to Diddy.
Diddy so petty, dog.
Not shout out to Diddy, but yeah.
Yeah, boy, 50 so petty. But anyway, yeah. So they didn't promote it. They did a horrible job of promoting it. Cuz said Trey needs to leave. No, I mean I ain't gonna get mad at you for saying that. A lot of people say that he's not. He don't want to leave. You might be right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. With this GM, let's see, because this GM looks like this GM is committed to trying to win, and he's doing his job. Unlike Landry with this,
Worry about his sneakers.
and worry about sneakers and how out of pants.
Yeah, he worry about sneakers.
But yeah, so but they need to promote better than they did this time because it was horrible, dog. It was horrible. Goal predictions. I know this is not the second half, but you're going to see teams start to ramp it up even more. You know, now since the NBA Cup, they got their first break in a sense. So, you have any bold predictions about the NBA?
I just have one.
Okay.
I just have one. And I know yeah, cuz yeah. My one bold prediction I have for the NBA. Y'all hold on now. The San Antonio Spurs are gonna win the NBA championship.
Ooh. Wow.
I put money on it in Vegas today.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. That's my bold prediction.
Wow. Okay. Mm. Um, I got a bold prediction. Um, the Toronto Raptors is going to finish top three in the East.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to finish top three in the East.
Juicy.
Another one. This might not be bold, but it is bold because you usually don't see this. I was going to go the opposite, but I'm going to stick with what I was saying before. OKC is going to go to Game 7 at least 2 times in the playoffs. They're going to win, but they're going to go to Game 7. Yeah, I think they're going to go to Game 7 the first round, and they're going to go to Game 7 the second round. They might go all 3, but I think they're going to get blindsided. They're going to win. I still think they're going to win the whole thing, but thank you because said Knicks going to the championship. That was my pick already. Knicks going to the championship. Like I said, OKC. I said that before the season. That was my pick. Knicks and OKC. I don't think nobody can beat them. And then look, you hear about this rumor that they're trying to get Jose Alvarado.
Yeah, man,
Is it Jose Alvarado?
I just always have a hard time.
But I forgot his first name. But if they get Alvarado, if he goes to the Knicks, that's what they need. That's gonna be the difference maker.
It's just always something about New York teams, man. And when they get time, when they get money time, like you can't trust New York teams. Can't trust the Knicks, man. You can't trust the Knicks. No, every time I think about the Knicks, I just think about Pat Ewing. Should have flushed that thing. He got the finger rolling for the win. Get out of here. Pat, you 7 feet, Pat. Why are you finger rolling? Yeah, man. Yeah, y'all can have that Knicks tape. Y'all can have it.
Oh, also, it's going to be another bowl. It's going to be 2 players that finished. That's going to average triple doubles this year. It's going to be Giddy, and it's going to be Joker. They're going to average triple doubles for the season. We know Joker's going to do it, but Giddy's going to.
We know Joker's gonna do it. Yeah.
Giddy's going to average a triple double.
Yeah, we definitely know Joker's gonna do it. Joker crazy, man.
Yeah, Joker, that dude.
Joker crazy, man. And it's all effortless. Like to watch him live, it's nothing impressive about him. You know, you just look at him, you just like, man, like he don't lift weights, like he just drink beer all day.
Like he don't care. He dribbling.
Yeah, man, but he just such a, oh my God, his skill set is retarded. Oh, you can't say retarded, I'm sorry. Skill set is just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous, man.
I mean, I know we always hear this and everything, but this is us talking. Do you think he could play? You think Joker could play back then and
I do
be successful? I don't think he would be averaging this, but I think he would be like how a better version of who we see Sabonis was, the father.
He's such a student of the game.
Yeah.
And he lets the game come to him. He doesn't really, he don't force nothing. He just he just be like, yeah, man. He just be in that mode. So like, yeah, I rock with Joker, man.
To me, if you talk about European basketball, whether it was then or now, he's a quintessential person for. He's that person where it's like he exemplifies what European basketball is. A big man who can do everything. Everything and do it well. And not as athletic, but do it well.
And he really uses the entire floor. He doesn't just sit back and settle for 3. If he know he can get you on that block, he'll get you on that block. He know how to pull you out and then go by you. And then just like his passing.
Yeah, man.
Like Jamal Murray talk about all the time, like you really have to pay attention when Joker got the ball.
Yeah.
When he got the ball, like when you least expect it, here come the ball coming right at your head.
Ooh.
Super skilled.
Yeah. So
super
yeah.
skilled. And he kind of in that mode too, where really you kind of could give him the MVP every year.
Yeah, you could.
Like it just depends on how you feel this year.
I'm glad Shea got it, but he should have. That was his best year.
That was his best. Like now, that's would have been the year to give him the MVP. But you kind of knew like they had to give it. They had to give it to Shea.
Yeah, you got to give it to
because everybody felt like he got a job last year. So it's like we gotta give it to him.
And then with the record Shea them had and all that.
Yeah. So yeah.
Because I'm wondering if they'll give it to Shea again this year, with Shea posting his numbers, and if they stay on his winning streak.
Yeah, now if they mess around here and break Golden State record, for wins,
you got to give it to Shea. To me, at that point, Shea got to win it. He has to have Coach of the Year. I can't. Dejanor, am I saying it correctly? Dejanor, he has Coach of the Year. And they got to get one more award. Something. I don't know if the ball boy got to win an award, but they got to get one more award. That's how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like
they cooking. They cooking for sure.
All right, man. It is now time, bro, for the most infamous, the most famous
Stop it.
segment. Let's get it. Mace, I'm going to go first because I got a quick stop it.
Go ahead.
I mentioned earlier. Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel gets to stop it. Let me tell you why he gets to stop it. Mike McDaniel said he's benching Tua and he's starting Quinn Ewers because Ewers give us the best chance to win. And Tua will be the number 3 quarterback.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop.
Bruh.
Yeah.
What the young kid say again?
No.
That's cap.
It's cap.
Come on, man.
Cap.
He's doing everything to make it like it's not my fault.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is on Tua. But to come out and say that, say this guy gives us the best chance to win? Really? Why would he out there in the first place then? So and I know they was running the ball with a chain, but you win 4 in a row, and then when you lose, now you all of a sudden he has a bad game. You say, okay, come on, dog. So yeah, he gets let me give him one more stop it, man. He gets my stop it.
Stop it.
All right, Mace. What's your stop it?
And this feels so good to do because I'm not down with this team, but Dallas Cowboy fans, stop it. Y'all messed around here, got on a little winning streak. George Pickens, we can win the division. Dak MVP. Y'all let sorry JJ McCarthy come in the building and work y'all out. The naked bootleg with the gritty. I was on the floor in here. Every Cowboy fan I know, I would just text. I jumped in every Cowboy group that keep asking me to come back. I jumped in all of those groups. I say, I just want to know, are y'all still them boys? You're the Dallas Cowboys, the biggest stop it because the Cowboys gonna cowboy. All that conversation about you finna run the East and all that stuff. I done dealt with them all. I know what it looked like.
Hey, Cuz told me, he said, and he was saying not even because of Dak or whatever. He said the Cowboys always do this.
It's the most Cowboy thing ever.
Hey, and then your boy acting like I thought I was watching Pittsburgh for a minute. I don't know if he thought he was in Pittsburgh, but you see how God, what's his name?
George Pickens.
Pickens is acting how he's running routes.
Bruh. It's the most Cowboy thing
ever. Like George Pickens was running routes like he was in Pittsburgh, like he didn't, like somebody said something to him in the locker room, he mad or something. Like dude, are you trying?
Dude is super moody. And everybody like 3 weeks ago, pay him. He the number one. I got all them receipts. I just all my partners, I was just sending it right back to them. I'm like, yeah, hey, remember when you said this? just last week, you said. They're like, why are you this way? Because I can. And now you on the verge of being on the outside looking in. You can't make this up. The most Cowboy thing ever.
Yeah. There's all over again. Well, let's stick with this football then. Big win for the Falcons, man.
Huge.
What does that mean? And before I go any further, yes, I understand. That's why I don't think NFL. You usually see NFL teams. Well, some of them do. What general managers do? They play this guy, but the players themselves, you won't see them tank because they're playing for a lot of stuff. They're playing contracts. Kirk is still playing show that he still can play. That's what Kirk is doing. Bijan want to show I'm that dude. Kyle Pitts playing for a contract. You got rookies trying to play to keep their job, not get cut. So you got all this going on. But still, it didn't seem like it was that individual play. It seemed like they came collectively, was like, yo,
Yeah.
let's win it. It almost seemed like, yo, we got to win this for Rock. I don't know if they did it or not, but
Yeah.
it seemed like that. Didn't it? It just seemed like, or let's win it for something. I don't know what it was, who it was for Mike or whatever. But it seemed like that's how they played. They wouldn't quit. They played the whole game. So because of that, I'm just wondering when Arthur, Mr. Blank, right now, I'm signing off on it, dude fired. I wonder if he kind of like, oh, hold on.
Yeah.
Let's see. Because these three games they got might determine his fate.
No. So I think his fate already sealed one way or the other. And so if you really looked at this game, Ross still did crazy stuff. Like there was no reason to go for that 2-point conversion. No, like what are you doing?
Why do teams do that? I hate that crap when you
Like,
go.
whatever that chart they be talking about, throw that chart out. Like just football smart. He still really didn't manage the game well. So I'm like, even if you don't fire him this year,
Mhm.
you know what 2026 is gonna look like. Kirk Cousins may be your starter the entire season. You know you're not gonna have Penix. What do you do with Kyle Pitts? I mean, we're gonna be revisited. We're gonna be having the same conversation again in 2026. And the crazy part about it is, like in our house, we got 2 different sets of PSLs. We don't pretty much say we're giving one up. Like, why would we continue to just give them money for this?
Mhm.
And it's a lot of fans who feel that way. Like my entire section, like totally changed this year. And more people are already like, oh yeah, nah, this is it for me. Like, it's no way I'm not paying for this next year.
Right.
And that's the thing that, I mean, you talk about your hard-earned money. Like, why am I gonna continue to go support this product?
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be asking these same questions in the September, in the October, November. We're gonna be like, and so if you fire him next year, you're like, well, why you just didn't fire him last year?
And then, too, the thing is, I still think Wilson ain't getting fired. I don't think a new GM never keeps the old coach, unless you got a legendary coach. But I don't know, Mace. I think what's the name? I think Terry's gone because he hadn't had a winning season. I keep saying it. When is the last time a GM stayed, especially since 2010, a GM was able to stay on the team?
Oh no, not the 3-coach regime. You're gonna get 2.
Yeah,
Not gonna get 3.
and you can't win.
Yeah, you're not gonna get 3.
I haven't won the season yet.
You're not
So,
gonna get 3.
and
Because
if
they're
that's
still looking at you like, bro, you really took a tight end at 4.
right,
Really took a tight end at 4.
because now it's looking like, yeah. So, yeah, so I can see that going. But again, I've been in the locker rooms. I know the players still want to play for them. That's the I didn't go last Sunday, so I don't know what happened last Sunday or the Sunday before last. Yeah, last Sunday, but or Sunday before last. But I know they were all in unison saying Rod's still the guy we playing for. We want all of that good stuff. But again, I still think it's too late. We'll see, but I definitely still think it's too late that it's over. You know what I'm saying? But it was still good to see them play that well, man. It was. I ain't gonna lie, dog. You know, I was on a med, so I was knocked out, and I kept waking up, and they Falcons driving in the fourth quarter. I woke up again. Next thing you know, they celebrating the win. I'm like, wait, what? What happened? I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, Bijan and all of that. So yeah, so kudos to the Falcons. But hey, I know everybody talked about it on the Full Letter Network and all this other stuff, but we hadn't talked about it. At least I hadn't. What? So what did you make of Phillip Rivers?
I honestly, first of all, I was rooting for Phillip Rivers.
Me too.
I was rooting for Phillip Rivers. It actually was better than I thought because I thought that Seattle would just come out and blitz him every down. I was like, they're gonna come out here and like, listen, he gonna have to move around. Like, we're gonna make him move his feet. But you could tell his mind still knows where to go with the football, but physically he just couldn't get it there.
Yeah, there.
But you know, shout out to the staff, Shane Steichen and crew, for just listen. We just hand the ball off, make these 5-7 yard throws, and we're just gonna keep it close.
Right.
And we'll see what happens. I think it's still a great story because so the thing I kept arguing about all week was this more than anything shows you the state of quarterback play in the NFL. So you mean to tell me you got the Desmond Ritter, you got all of these guys who've been cut within a training camp, got cut, practice squad guys. You mean to tell me you would rather go get a guy who been sitting at the crib for 4 years, 5 years, because he's eligible for the Hall of Fame, and now he gave that up. This is who you want to come out here and run your offense. It told me everything that I've been trying to tell everybody about the state of quarterback play in the NFL. It's bad. And even though him and Steichen got this relationship, they talk every week. This dude has been sitting at the crib, and you can see it. Like, did you see what he looked like in his uniform?
Bro, he looked like
I mean, he looked like he ain't been conditioning.
Like a movie again. Like I said, like we was watching a movie.
So I was pulling for Phillip Rivers. I wanted them to win that game so bad because I'm always telling people age just a number. Like, people laugh, people be tripping about all the crazy stuff I do when I train and when I work. I'm like, dude, why are you still doing that? I love it. Like, I like abusing the body. But I mean, it about played out like I thought it would play out. Like I said, I just thought Seattle would blitz him. I would have been blitzing him every down, but they didn't.
They didn't. And you know, the amazing part, like you said, is the fact that I don't think people understand this dude been at the crib. He just joined the team. When they announced it? Tuesday?
Yeah. That man had 2 practices, basically were walkthroughs.
And came in and he knew the offense. Like, that was incredible. Incredible. And to have his team take the lead. Incredible. He got hit one time when he got sandwiched. Lord, like, is he gone? I thought it was a wrap. He hopped back up, but you know what the thing about it was? He said this, and I don't know if a lot of people caught this. He was saying, like, it's, you know, I had a blast. He's like, but it's not about me, it's about the team and all this. I get that. But he was having fun. You could tell it was like, yeah, this is what I miss. I miss this.
Dude.
I miss it was a game that it was close. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he missed all of that.
If you if you ask any athlete and you ask them like, hey, would you go out there one more time? Everybody a resounding yes. Everybody. He actually got to do it. I couldn't be proud of Phillip Rivers, man. Now it's gonna be worse the next couple. If they running back out there next week, because the next team they play gonna blitz him every time. They like, man, he can't move. Man, we finna get him off this spot every time.
Yeah, I know that he's gonna get better. I think even with him throwing the ball, that'll get better. Because remember, his arm's still not live, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Nah.
It's gonna take a minute because this dude hadn't been throwing like that in a long time. But he was sore. But if there's one quarterback that can do something like that, it's him. He can will this team to that victory. Cam Newton, a lot of people saying he was hating or whatever, but on this show, and Jamel Hill was on there, and she asked him, "Do you think would you ever come to the NFL?" And he said, "As a starter, he wouldn't come back to be a backup." But he said, "If they gave me a chance to compete for the starting job, and the player's better than me, then I'll be cool to being backup. But I'm not coming as a backup." I want to know your thoughts on this because honestly, when I first heard it, I had mixed emotions. First, it was like, I understand what you're saying, but then it was like, and Cam, my dog, I root for Cam. And I'll root for Cam to come back. But Cam, do you think you still can play at that level? And I mean, a lot of people think so. You see a lot of boxers come out, like you said, they always do. Like Cuz said, they come out of retirement, they box, they think they can still box, and it's not. But to say that, it was like, do you think he could? I wonder if he could come back and really be that guy and be a starter. I can't see it, Mace.
Dude, Cam be playing podcasts. He just saying stuff for clicks. Listen, Cam is in boot camp every Saturday with us. I've seen Cam throw a football. Cam cannot throw a football 15 yards. I'm telling you, he can't. Every time Cam is throwing, he throw everything underhand. Cam cannot. We saw what it looked like when he came back.
Mm-hmm.
We saw what it was when he came back. We saw it.
Right. Yep.
Come on, listen, y'all know nobody loves Cam more than I do. Cam is my guy. But come on, Cam. Stop, Cam.
Yeah, because even when he was in Arizona, when he went back to Carolina, he didn't look right.
No.
No. Yeah, he didn't look right. You see that's what Cuz said. Look what Cuz said after that. Rivers didn't want a chance. Chance shows him different conversation. Then he got talking about bar.
Nah, listen. He clearly wanted to still play because he's been talking to the coach every week. And he probably, in the coach say, Coach, hey, opportunity to ride, coach. Call your boy.
Yep.
Call your boy. And he called him.
And he showed him, hey, I know the offense. And I think that was the one thing that sold him was he knows the offense. Because you can bring Ritter in, but think about it. You probably would have been at a bigger disadvantage with bringing a quarterback that's played in the NFL because they don't know that system. They don't know the scheme. And when he come in, you ain't gonna get no Baker Mayfield. That only happened once in a lifetime when Baker went to went to LA that time and just got there that day and came and won the game. That's only Baker. You know what I'm saying? That's the competitive spirit. And when you think about it, when you think of Desmond Ritter, do you think competitive spirit? No. Rivers, when you think of Rivers and competitive should show a picture of Rivers in a dictionary right under competitive. You know what I'm saying? Because that was Rivers. So he knew the offense, but then too, he's going to compete so much that he's going to give you a chance to win because that's who he is. So it's timing, but it's time with everything.
Yeah.
You seen a lot of quarterbacks get hurt And what they do, bring somebody else in, bring this guy in, do this. I mean, yes, it's timing because the two quarterbacks got hurt, but I mean, because what Anthony Richardson, is he done for the year? What? I
Yeah,
forgot.
he on IR. Yeah, he done.
Okay, I forgot what his
Yeah,
situation.
he
I thought
had surgery. Yeah, he had surgery.
that's right. So, but it was like, yeah, I mean, it was definitely timing, but I think too, I mean, timing, you could have got a lot of quarterbacks to come in and do that, but he knows the offense and he's competitive, But Cam, no, sir. We want to go over these games, but it's a lot of big games this week. No, I haven't, but again, that's why it's Rivers. Rivers is probably the only person that could have pulled us out because of the situation. Him knowing it all worked out, but still he trusts him because of him being competitive and him knowing the offense. Those were the two biggest things. That's what it was.
Yeah.
But it's some big games this weekend. You got, I'm gonna just name a few. I'm gonna name them. You got Tampa Bay, Carolina. You got New England, Baltimore. You got Rams and
And
Seattle, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Green Bay, Chicago. You got so many games. What game is the biggest game? What game do you feel like is the biggest game right now? Like this is the biggest game.
It gotta be Rams Seattle. Because they won it, they 1-2 in the they kind of 1-2.
I mean, it would be one whoever wins.
Right. So I mean, the home field advantage is on the line. You need to buy the Rams probably more than anybody need that buy because Devontae Adams needs a extra week to rest that hamstring. So you would give him 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So you basically give him 5 weeks to get healthy. And that's needed because if the Rams are gonna make a true Super Bowl run, they're gonna need Devontae. So I think that's probably the biggest game because of what's on the line.
Oh, I forgot to mention Denver and Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's a good game, but I mean, Denver basically the 1 seed.
Yeah,
They basically in the driver's seat. Like
if they lose,
and I think they need a loss. I think they wouldn't be mad if they got a loss because they done
'cause
ran out 11 straight now.
Yeah, they still got a game they can. Yeah, I understand that, man, because that is so much as division game. It's for the number 1 seed. Yeah, you're right. I think it's Chicago, Green Bay, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's for the division, of course, but then whoever loses, you drop to 7th, but you still got Detroit lurking. But not only that, this game is solidifying almost your fate and dominance. Green Bay wins this game. This is one of those, I don't care, no matter what. We just lost Parsons.
Yeah, that's why that game is not as exciting because now Parsons not there.
But
and that affects their entire defense.
Right, but you're right. But I'm saying if Packers beat the Bears, we still dominate. It's still this dark cloud hanging over the Bears.
Yeah,
and we own y'all, and this is still our division. We own this division, and that could go a long way. But if the Bears win this game, it's turning over a new leaf. Now it's saying y'all don't own us anymore, and this is for the division. This is my division. So it's a little more to it than just 1 seed, 3 seed.
But Parsons not being there, it throw it off. It throw it off. Because what's gonna happen is because we know the way Parsons got after Caleb the first time.
Right.
And now he's not there. And so say the Bears win, the narrative is gonna be, Parsons won there. So he was able to do this. So without Parsons, Gary and all these other guys, now they're ineffective. That's like they already they talking about that now.
But I think, and that's what I guess is what I'm saying is it's deeper than what media and everybody else. I'm talking about within them. This game is between these two teams for real. Like this, at this point, they want to play for the playoffs, but I don't even think they even worried about the playoffs with these two games. This is a meaningful game because it's Packer Bear week. This is a game where we got to show that Packers want to show we still own y'all. And if they beat the Bears and they own it, that's gonna be like the Bears gonna feel like Buffalo with Kansas City. We can't beat y'all. You know, that's a big thing. But if Chicago wins, no, I'm telling you, that's this.
Well, see, because you a fan of the team, so you're looking at it like that way.
But that's why I'm saying, that's why it's bigger. I think this game signifies more than just playoff. It does that too, but I'm saying it's a little more to it because again, Parsons went there last year. Parsons went there the year before. You know, all these years when the Bears dominated, and I mean when Packers dominated. So it's one of them things like big brother, little brother, almost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think, but I mean, there's so many big games, man. Even with Jacksonville, I think they got a chance to show that we for real.
Yeah, they turning the corner, but I don't trust. I still don't trust them.
That's what I say. I don't think a lot of people give them that respect.
Yeah,
but
I don't trust
this is that game to show we for real. And it's a lot of games like that. Because if Pittsburgh go to Detroit and win, and let me say something about Tomlin, dog. Let me say this why I can't, just real quick. And see, like, right, Alan, and that's the whole point. That's what I'm saying. It's more to it than just this season. This goes a long way with this. But listen, let me say this with Tomlin. And I can't get mad at Steelers fans because I'm not a Steelers fan, right? And Steelers look, Macy, Steelers no, I'm telling you what I know. I didn't say the Bears gonna win. I'm telling you what I know, But let me say this: I'm not a Steelers fan like that where I know what's going on. So I can't get mad at you, Mace, if you saying the Rams. Are we doing it? The Rams do this. That's your team. You know your team. I can't say that, but I do want to say this from the outside looking in. And to me, it feels delusional. I understand because they hadn't won anything in a long time. Fire Tomlin. Dog, what has Tomlin had since Ben left? Yeah. What quarterback has Tomlin had since Ben left? Well, they shouldn't have been winning them games that they won. You need to fire that GM. That GM need to be fired. Because even with this team right now, they got an old Aaron Rodgers. They got DK Metcalf and who else? What other receivers they got?
Yeah.
You got a 500-pound tight end. That's it. Who's 6'8", 500 pounds. That's all right. He just big. That's it. It ain't like you running long routes. You throwing them 3-yard dumps. He just running people over and taking people with him. But who has Pittsburgh had? Who? Even before they got DK, who was the other receiver besides Pickens?
Yeah, bunch of guys. Bunch of Jags.
And they've been winning.
Well, they ain't been winning. They ain't been going to the playoffs. I mean, they won the playoffs. They ain't been to the playoffs in a long time.
They went to the playoffs last year.
Did they? Well, what I'm saying, they not winning.
But my whole point is
not winning.
Listen, my whole point is fire the GM. It shouldn't be fire Tomlin.
Yeah.
With that team, they shouldn't be going to the playoffs.
But if I'm Tomlin, I want to go. Like, man, I want a fresh start. Get me out of here. Because one, y'all don't appreciate me. Get me out of here. Go on and move on to your fourth head coach. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's all I'm saying. I just don't think Pittsburgh, even if you look at that team now, they're not that good.
Yeah, but they haven't been good for a long time, though, man. They not that good, man.
Yeah, all you need is a bunch of guys. No, you need more than a bunch of guys. You need a bunch of guys to say, okay, we might go 50, we be 9-8 or whatever, or 8-9. But to win, you need players. You need good players to win,
You need dudes.
and they don't have them. They
Yes, you
had
do.
so. But I had to say that because that's killing me when I think about it. I'm like, Tom ain't even had a quarterback, dog, all these years. But y'all, and it's a quarterback lead, dog.
Quarterback lead for sure.
He need to get fired. Fired for what? What? Who else? Who's gonna come here and do better?
I'm like, fire again. If I'm Tomlin, fire me, dog. Like, please,
Right,
please fire me. Y'all don't appreciate me, dude. Let me go over and take somebody because he won't be unemployed long.
right.
He'll have a pink slip for about 24. It might even be 24 hours. Because if news break that Pittsburgh going another direction, so many teams will probably rearrange what they got going on. Like, man, let's go and fire coach today too.
Because I don't think you understand what I'm saying. We understand they have a bunch of guys. That's cool. But a bunch of guys are not winning you a playoff game. A bunch of guys are gonna get you to the Super Bowl. You want to get to the goal is to get a Super Bowl. Bunch of guys ain't gonna do it. That's why I say fire the GM instead of fire Tomlin. Fire the GM. That's all I'm saying. What? Because he's obviously doing a horrible job right now.
Like I said, I'm Tomlin, man. Get me out of here.
You had a chance to get Shador, even if you got Aaron Rodgers. I'm not saying start Shador this year. You had a chance to get Shador. You're still going to be without a quarterback. Why? Because you're going to be a playoff team, maybe a playoff team in the middle of the pack, like you always will be, and you can't get the top quarterback. Just like the Atlanta Hawks or the Chicago Bulls every year. Always in the middle of that pack, can't get a top rate because y'all just okay. Y'all not bad enough. Y'all not good enough. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. But let's get to these picks, man.
Let's do it.
So the 4 games we highlighted. First game, I'm gonna let you go pick LA Rams, Seattle.
Oh yeah, I'm going Rams. I just think Seattle. It's the Sam Darnold thing. I think when it matters most, Sam just sometimes play a little tight, and it's funny because I think one of the biggest reasons people don't like Seattle to make a run in these playoffs, Sam
Right.
Darnold. I just think he has that, and the 4 interception game he played the first time they played him, it's gonna be in his mind. Luckily, he's at home, but I still think the Rams just find a way to win this football game.
I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of picking for Seattle, just the opposite, whatever. But I mean, I just think not having Devontae,
Yeah,
that's huge. And Seattle's defense is the real deal. So
it's nice. It's nice. It's nice.
That's the reason why I feel like Seattle has a chance.
Yeah.
It's going to be a grinded out game too. It's going to rain, whatever.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be Seattle weather. Seattle in December weather.
Yeah. Next game, Chicago, Green Bay. I know you like. Of course, I'm taking Chicago because they're at home, like you said, without Parsons.
Yeah.
That's going to be a big thing.
That's huge.
Now Watson saying Watson might play, but I feel like this is a game that Chicago they gotta have. If the Bears don't win this game at home when the game's this important for playing for the playoff, playing for the top seed in the division, and rank number 2 in the conference, and you can't win this game over your nemesis at home, which you need to win, not only just for playoff sake, but just the fact to show them something.
Yeah.
When are y'all gonna do it? You know what I'm saying? So I'm picking the Bears to win, and I think you agree, right?
Yeah, I got the Bears in this one. Like saying no Parsons. Yeah, they're gonna be deflated.
Because are you referring to the Rams, Seattle, or I don't know? What are you referring to when you say not as huge as you think? Let us know. Next game, Tampa Bay, Carolina. Ooh, Mace.
Oh yeah, I'm going Carolina right here. I think Carolina squandered away an opportunity last week, like unbelievable. So I think that refocus this team because they still have everything ahead of them. They go ahead and take out Tampa Bay. They pretty much setting us, even though they play again at the end of the season, but it kind of puts that thing in their mind. And plus, the game is in Carolina, so give me the boys from my other home, the 704. I'm rocking with my Panthers.
I picked Tampa, but I'm nervous that they're about to be spiraling the wrong way.
Oh, they already spiraling. They spiraling already.
They spiraling, but that loss to Atlanta, because now I mean they were losing, but you know they had a lot of people out. I mean, Mike, think about it. Mike Evans came back and bought out. I mean, it was everything you wanted, and then I can't, like I said, I ain't go back to watch the game, so I can't tell you what happened because I was
that Atlanta loss hurt. Like that Atlanta loss hurt.
That is what I'm saying, and I'm just wondering, even though he's still right there, but it's that scary. So, but I mean, anybody you want anybody in the type of game like this, you want Baker on your side. So, but I'm gonna go Tampa. But yeah, I'm kind of worried. And then last game we picking Pitt, Detroit. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I went Pittsburgh, man, because I'm trying to go again. No, I went Detroit. I wanted to go Pittsburgh, but I did it last week and cost me. I'm going Detroit. I just don't think Pittsburgh that good like that. I know Cuz say yeah, they are better defensively. I know Cuz like Pittsburgh and all that, but a bunch of guys, it's gonna be hard for a bunch of guys to beat Detroit in Detroit. Right?
Now I'm gonna say this about Detroit. I do think that excuse me. I think Dan Campbell, I think he has too much control now. Cause it's like he's coaching like he's coaching everything. You know, he got freaking saying everything around there, and I think that hurts him sometimes. Cause I think he was so much better when he was just kind of letting his coordinators coordinate. And even though he lost both of them, it's still like he putting a lot on himself.
Yeah.
Putting a lot on himself.
Here's the caveat. Just the weird part of it. Since he's taken over, they're number one in scoring. I think number one in offense, and like they're the last. They have the best turnover ratio, and they don't have any turnovers actually since he's been. Yeah. So it's like the stats part is working,
but
like
they're not winning.
They're not winning.
They're not winning.
Yeah, that's the hard part. So it's kind of like, yo, this working, but yeah, that's the hard part. That's Cuz picks. All right, man, this is what we doing, bro. Your boy, I had a chance to go 4-0, but I decided to pick Detroit last week, even though I knew Rams was gonna win, but I was like, I got to catch up, and I decided to pick KC, even though I knew Jacksonville was gonna win. Just trying to, that was dumb, but I'm trying to do my best to come up. There go Doc's pick. Doc pick Rams, Green Bay, Tampa Bay, and Detroit. So we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. All right, Alan, Cuz, and whoever else watching. Question of the night, man, before we get out of here. What is your biggest unpopular opinion in sports? It could be history, now, whatever. What is your biggest unpopular opinion? I have a few. Can I go first?
Go ahead.
Some people might agree. I don't know what Alan gonna think. Alan might agree with me, but this is unpopular opinion. Okay. I don't think Iverson handles are top. I don't think he's like top 5 in handles in NBA history. I think he's like close to 10 or maybe outside. I just think his handles are overrated. He can dribble, but
let's see. You got Kyrie.
I got in not even order. I got Kyrie. I got Isaiah. I got Kyrie's stepfather. I can't think of his name right now. I'm looking dead at him
Rod
too.
Strickland.
I got Ross Strickland in there. I got and people don't talk about this guy enough. I guess because he got older, but I got CP3 handles sick. I got white chocolate. I got
That's definitely an unpopular opinion.
but but yeah, I want to know what I hope Alan's still in here listening. He might have left. But yeah, those are who I have as far as dribbling, you know what I'm saying, as far as handles or whatever. But yeah, that's my unpopular opinion. I don't think Iverson's handles are, I think they're overrated as far as, and not saying he don't have handles, like you know, he can handle rock, but not like some other people that we've seen, you know, in the league or whatever, has played in the league before in the NBA. Tim Hardaway, shoot, Joe Johnson's handles sick. He's probably the most underrated.
Gigolo ISO Joe.
His handles is sick. But yeah, so that's I got that. Because this said rings determine how great players are, but turn and say it's a team sport. If that's the standard for tennis or golf, great, not rings. Yeah, I agree with that. I can see that. I can see that. I'm with that. What you got?
My first unpopular opinion, and we're on the eve of the college football playoffs. We got too many damn teams. 12 teams is too many. We were good with the 4. Why the hell we got 12? And hell, next year we're going to 16.
Right.
This is awful. And I know it's about the money. I know it's about the money. I know. But, bruh, too many teams in college football. Way too many teams in these playoffs.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't even gonna like these first round games outside of the Alabama game. Alabama and Oklahoma, you're gonna kind of enjoy that game. It's a rematch. You're gonna kind of enjoy it, but that Tulane, Ole Miss, and Oregon, James Madison, man, stop. They wasting our time. That's why them games on TNT.
Hey, cuz that's why it's an unpopular opinion right there.
Yeah, too many teams. We were great at 4. It was hard to pick the 4. Now y'all got 12, and now y'all mad about that. And we keep going up. Like, I'm over it. That's why college football sucks, but I ain't gonna hold y'all.
I got another unpopular opinion. This is very unpopular, but we call Tom Brady GOAT, right? I get it. And I mean, since I kind of believe that too in a way, you know, I do, because he, as like Cuz talk about, but you got to put championships and all that. But you talk about quarterback, who you, as far as just attributes and what he did and how he played and all of that. To me, if you're looking at a quarterback that you want, especially if he played in this era too, y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but it's Steve Young. Steve Young was very accurate. Steve Young would run through a brick wall if he could. Then Steve Young could run the ball. Like he was mobile. Like he was one of the best mobile quarterbacks that played back then. He was tough. But here's the thing. People say, well, he should have won the big ones. You know who you put that on? You don't put that on Steve Young. Put that on George Seifert. George Seifert went to 1990. They lost in the NFC Championship. 92, they lost. 93, they lost. They lost in 95 to Green Bay Packers. They shouldn't have lost. That one NFC Championship. But I think 97, they lost. George Seifert was the reason why they were losing. And I like George Seifert. You know, George Seifert had swag with the glass, with the whatchamacallits, with the glasses on. What you call them things if you're holding the glasses up?
Oh yeah, whatever. The little
On the back, and he had on the back of his neck too.
yeah.
It was swagging. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't Steve Young. Steve Young got them there, but like I always say, when it comes to championship games, you start losing the championship game. That's coaching right there, especially multiple. That's coaching. That's not the players. That's coaching.
Yeah.
You know, Dallas beat San Fran. It wasn't like Young was throwing interceptions. No, they came in and beat him, but Seafood wasn't ready for that. No, you know, so, but when you look at the way he played and how remember, he retired with the best quarterback rating in NFL history, Steve Young. And remember,
Right.
Steve Young played, 3 or 4 years in Tampa before
Yeah.
he came to San Fran and backed up Montana for 3 or 4 years. So, but Young is, like I said, I think when you're looking at what he can do and everything, I think Steve Young is the best quarterback ever. But that's my unpopular opinion.
Yeah.
You got one more?
Yeah. So and we saw it this year. With I think with the Cowboys, was it the Cowboys and the Packers that tied?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There should be no ties in sports. Like, come on, man. Life is about scoreboards. You either win or lose. No ties. Like, we got to get that out of here. That participation trophy stuff. You got a winner and a loser. No ties. Like,
how should they do it?
What are we doing?
It's
Play
like
overtime. I don't care. Play 12 overtimes. Shouldn't be no ties in sports. Never.
I'm with that.
I'm sick of it. Like, what are we doing, man? These folks 5-5-1. Like, come on. What are we doing in sports? What are we doing?
Let me tell you, and I was about to I'm gonna give myself a stopper for this. This is one I was going to say, but thank God I came to my senses. I'm gonna give myself already.
Stop it.
I was going to say this guy is overrated baseball player. He did everything. He was consistent. This is why he's so great, but he wasn't great at everything. He wasn't great at just one thing. But I had to really go in deep. And then when I had to look at the stats, like prove myself right, like, see, I'm going to say it, and I might be tripping. I was going to say Derek Jeter was overrated.
It's time to go. It's time to go.
I didn't say it, so I wasn't going to say it. That's why I gave myself a stop it.
Stop it.
Oh my God.
That's why I said, nah, I'm tripping. I'm bugging. I was bugging. But the other unpopular opinion is the best center in the NBA history is not Cap. It's not Will. It's not Shaq. It's Hakeem. I think he's the one center that did everything at the highest level. Get steals, block shots, rebound, play defense. No weakness in his offensive game. Like Kareem, you couldn't stop the hook shot. And Kareem was very fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
But Kareem couldn't go to 20, hit a 15-footer or 20-footer like that consistently. Kareem couldn't face you up. Well, I'll take that back. He could when he was younger, but his face up was different, so he could. But to take you off the dribble, wasn't nobody doing that like Hakeem, dog.
Yeah.
You know, but that's my, and he was clutch. But greatest center ever. Best center in the NBA. You said no? You get, and it's good.
You want to be sick.
You ain't lying, but hey, I'm with him. Hey, I just started eating. I just started eating ground beef again. I just started eating ground beef. So hey, I can finally eat White Castles. Thank you, Jesus. After
You
after 15 years.
can't go White Castle and Chinese food at the same time. They don't even need to be they don't even need to be in the same week.
Oh, bro, St. Louis, that's what it is, dog.
Wow,
Chinese food ain't no joke.
that's
But
tough.
yeah, man. But that's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Pretty good. That's pretty dope segment. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's a lot. Like that's one of the ones you could keep on
Yeah,
because you got to think of some stuff. Like that was just the
yeah.
day before. Like this,
I kind of had fun with it, trying to figure out like,
yeah, like some
yeah,
real. Yeah. In New York, that's the point. He's crazy. In NY, that's the point. What you mean? Oh, Jeter. Oh. Yeah, I was tripping.
Derek Jeter is him.
It's him. I was tripping, dog. I was
Yeah.
trying. I was trying
If
to
you
make a
need if
pick.
you need a refresher, go back and watch the documentary. If you need a refresher, go back and watch the documentary.
Yeah. I was bugging. I was definitely
Yeah,
bugging my bad. But yeah, man. But all right, man. That was like I said. That was a dope little segment, man. We might have to revisit that next time we do the show.
yeah,
More than likely, we're not gonna do a show next weekend. I know. I don't know about May. I don't know if May's got to be with family on Christmas Eve. I know people want to be
yeah.
with.
Christmas
You know what I'm saying?
every year at Christmas time.
I'm
Yeah.
not a Christmas guy either. I'm a humbug the whole
Well,
time.
I'm not now because I mean my kids old. They don't care about that.
That's good. Can't wait to get out of that.
Yeah,
My
Mike.
dog
They
still is
don't. Let me tell you something.
great, so.
All they want is the money. That's all they looking for. They don't. But I ain't gotta be out sleeping outside of Toys R Us for a Nintendo Wii or finding an American doll or when the iPod Touch first dropped. I ain't gotta do all this stuff right now. I'm so glad. I was listening to one of my coworkers today going on about Christmas. I just started laughing. Like, been there, done that, buddy. Been there, done that.
But you know what? Appreciate it, cuz the funny thing is nowadays you just man, you just go on not eBay, you go on Prime
Yeah, yeah. I
Amazon.
mean, come to yeah. I mean, yeah. Today, yeah,
Yeah, thank God, yeah, but them, like you said, them days where yeah.
dude. When my daughter wanted that Nintendo Wii, I had to sleep outside at Toys R Us. That was the only way I could get it, and I thought everybody was joking. And they were
Mm,
like, the only Toys R Us in Buckhead, Toys R Us Atlantic, dude say the only way you gonna get it, you have to sleep outside and get a number.
that's
So I
crazy.
was like, okay, what time y'all open? Open at 6. Okay, I was like, I'm gonna get out there at midnight, just camp out.
What how do you and I've seen people do this, so you just bring out a tent or something, or what you
Yeah,
do?
yeah. So we had a tent and some alcohol. Luckily, the people in front of us do had a kerosene heater. So we had the heater, and what they did about 3:30, they came out and gave out numbers. So when they gave out number, you had an hour to come back and claim your Wii.
Mm,
But I was like, shit, I'm already out here. Had my cousin with me. He went on because he needed one for his daughter. He went on a recon mission. They went to Waffle House. It got our little group right there. Everybody put their money in. He went and got the Waffle House. Came back, so we were warm, drunk, and at 6 o'clock, I stumbled in there and got that Nintendo Wii. So yeah, it was well worth
hey, I hear people talking about that, but ain't no way I was doing that. Like,
it. Yeah, and it was crazy because I asked my daughter like twice. I was like, "All right, so if you don't get the Nintendo Wii, what you want?" Shoot, and then she hit me with the Daddy, if I don't get the Nintendo Wii, I just don't know what I'll do. I like, yeah, shut up.
and played the Nintendo Wii for what 6 months?
Nah. I'm gonna say she got her money worth out there, my yeah.
Okay, cool.
And it actually turned out being fun. It was so fun that like we got one and we were playing at Tiger Woods golf. Oh, we were super competitive. It was
My
crazy.
son got one. Mom got him one. I don't know how, but she got him one. and it was fun. Man. I was just thinking about that crap, that Guitar Hero. I was thinking
Yeah,
about
man.
that.
The Wii was lit. The Wii was lit. Super interactive.
That tennis.
Oh, that tennis.
Yeah,
Real tennis. Like I say, but the Tiger Woods golf was probably the best game because you had to really get your swing together. You had to really put
yeah,
like
yeah. I was just telling some kids, I was substituting. I was like, y'all don't understand. We had to play games where when we got the Nintendo. You hate it when kids come over your house who never had a Nintendo because they be playing. They try to jump over the brick. They be like, and mess around. And if your Nintendo was sitting up high, that whole Nintendo would come on, almost break your Nintendo. But hey, you ain't got to jump like that. Just jump, dude. It ain't gonna
they putting their body into it.
just moving and moving, doing like this, and they pulling it. I hate that, man. And
Yeah. Terrible.
yeah, good old days though. Good old days. But
Like,
yeah,
y'all ain't used to nothing.
yeah, y'all. Nuh-uh, they don't know. They don't know about real fun, man, and real. You know,
It's crazy.
turn that we can only play for a certain amount of time. Remember they said, you remember that time when somebody had a seizure
Yeah.
and playing a game, and I remember it was like you play the game too long, you'll have a seizure. So and last but I gotta say this, cause I don't know if you remember this. So cuz is the first to have a Genesis in our family, and he came to stay with us. And yeah, and then I read and look, so Cuz came over and brought the Sega Genesis. We like, dang, we playing Nintendo Super Tecmo Bowl still. In
Yeah.
92, Joker brought a Sega Genesis. He had Madden. And Cuz, we was playing Madden, and he would beat us. My father was playing too. He was beating us, you know. But one time I didn't know. I'm just learning how to play Madden, and I get an interception. I pick it up. Oh, I'm going. I'm going to the house. I'm running. I'm like, I got you. I got you. And my cousin's just sitting over there laughing. I'm like, what are you laughing at? Soon as I hit the end zone, safety, touchback.
You run the wrong way.
Because I didn't, the screen flipped. I didn't, and kids was laughing. I'm like, why are you laughing? I got you. He just sitting up there laughing. Next thing you know, safety. I was like,
That's tough.
oh, I'll never forget that.
That's tough.
Oh, yeah, because I remember that. But anyway, man, good old days, man. But all right, man. Well, look, another show, great show. Have fun, man. Like always, man. And I want to say appreciate you, dog. Appreciate
Oh
everybody.
yeah, man. We up, baby.
You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. But hey, y'all hear this music? Y'all already know what it means. It means it's time to let you go. Before we let you go, man, we got a couple shout outs and stay tuned because you might be one of them. First, I want to give a shout out to the Almighty God for giving me this platform for me to do what I do, say what I say, make you all upset, mad, want to give me the stop it button. God, I appreciate it. Also, man, shout out to my God, Mace, coming on, man, taking his time to do this with me. Anything you want to say, dog?
Everybody, enjoy the holidays, man. And remember the reason for the season. Don't y'all go out here going broke, trying to make your stuff under the tree, man. Come on, y'all. Come on. These folks get stuff all year. Don't be going broke, everybody. Don't be going broke. Spend it on parlays. Spend the money on parlays, man. Get you a mean 6-leg parlay.
Also, man, shout out to my guy, Deshaun Tate, for coming on today, man. Appreciate you, Deshaun. I want a special shout out to Doc, Dr. Fowler III, orthopedic ortho Atlanta. Doc had to do
Yeah, he doing Georgia High School. He doing the state championship.
Working in so championship. Also, man, shout out to everybody that was in the chat room. Cuz, shout out to Vince, TJ, Alan, and everybody else that was in there. Also, shout out to my lovely children, my nieces, nephews, uncles, aunties, cousins, brothers, sisters, great cousins, grandparents. Hey, love on family. Let family know that you love them. Love them while they can still feel it. Love them while they still alive. Mace, what we need to do.
It don't pay nothing to be a good person, man. Just be a good person, everybody.
Just be a good person. That's it. Hey, man. Also, still got sports. You got NBA, you got college football. We're entering the playoffs now. You got college basketball. You got NHL hockey. You got NFL, especially this weekend. Eat good. Drink responsibly. Hey, man, enjoy Christmas. Enjoy family. Like you said, reasons for the season, man. Don't go broke. I'm almost about to. But until then, next week, same time, same show, same crazy host, same sports nonsense. Did you miss me? We out. Peace. Hey, man, I showed my daughter something, and I was saying, and it was like 4 years ago, and I was like, did you miss me? You know, I said, she was like, Daddy, you ain't say, did you miss me? We out. Peace. Well, you don't listen to watching the show.
You gotta love the kids, man. You gotta love the kids, man.
I didn't know she do that, dog.
You gotta
Anyway,
love the kids, dog.
we out.
We out, y'all. Peace.
What's up, family? I'm Real Mike Rob. Make sure you tuning in to the 3-Point Conversion Radio. They got all of it, and they keep it funky. Let's get it.